Here today, melting down some wax cappings. Got a pot of them going now. What we've got is still got a few buckets left stacked up here. That's all wax cappings dumped out of the uncapping tank. And been sitting here in these buckets since the honey flow last year, since we finished up spinning out supers. So got them waiting there. And what I'm doing, I'm taking a bucket heater, because those, I'll show you what they look like in here. Let me see if I can get this open with one hand. That's what they look like. They've been drained, sitting in the uncapper's got a basket up under it. I'm gonna show that up. I'm gonna show all our honey setup in another video, what we got for our honey extraction building. But up under our uncapper, the cappings, the chain uncapper, the uncappings, they fall down into a basket, and they drain through the basket, and the honey drains through, and the cappings stay into the up top, and then we'll let them drain overnight and dump them in a bucket. But it looks like they're pretty dry, but after they sit in these buckets for a few months, there winds up being an inch or two still of honey, probably an inch of honey in the bottom, and it's kind of a slurry. So it's hard to get it out of the bucket after they set up, and especially have got cold. So to solve that, I put this bucket heater on buckets one at a time, and I got this kind of insulation blanket made here. Put that over them too, and let them sit till the next day. And what way I'm doing this process, I've got just a fish cooker here with this pot. So I'm taking about a 5-gallon bucket of water, dumping it in the pot, and then I'll take that warmed up wax bucket of wax cappings. I'll dump it in the pot too. Turn it on and simmer. It'll simmer down until it gets warm enough I can dump it out. But so after that melts down, you'll have all your wax will be floated up onto the top. You'll have a little bit of a slurry right on the top, which this ain't melted yet, but there'll be a little bit of a slurry on top of the wax, not much. And then you'll have your layer of wax, melted wax, up under that little bit of slurry on top. And then on the bottom, we'll set all the trash. All the trash out of the wax will sit there, and then your water will be on the bottom. So once it gets melted down good, I'll set a bucket right over there, up under that pot. Just tilt that pot over into the 5-gallon bucket, and dump all the wax into the 5-gallon bucket, all the wax and trash, and then some of the water into the bucket. And you just leave it sitting there. Leave it sitting there until it hardens up, cools down, hardens up. And what you wind up with is a block like this. And you can see that little bit of slurry right there on top of that wax. Very little. And then all your trash, which I've scraped a bunch of this off, all your trash will be on the bottom side, and then you got just a solid block of wax, through the middle there. And what I do, I might scrape a little of this off. There's very little on top. I'll scrape all of this layer of trash off the bottom. I'll scrape it all off, and then I'll set it over there and just hold on to it just like it is. Store it like that. And when I get ready to clean it up, I'll take a bunch of these blocks just like that, and I've got a what I use is it's from a food, like a grocery merchandise store, restaurant depot store, and they make like a cone stand, wire rack stand, and inside of it there's these cone filters you can put in, and what they use them for is to filter cooking oil when they're and they're cleaning up cooking oil. That filter all the trash out. Works really good, really good for wax. So when I get all those blocks saved up like that, I will melt them down again, and when I pour it out that time, I pour it through that cooking oil filter, and it'll be really clean wax after that. I'm going to, hadn't figured out exactly the level I'm going to put the drain. I'm going to put a drain in that pot where I don't have to tilt it over, where I can just drain it out, and that'll help a lot too. Once I'm filtering, gonna melt the wax down for the second time and run it through the filter. I'll have to have that drain to do that, to be able to run it out slow enough through that filter. But that's the process I use to clean up our wax cappings. Melt them down and reuse them. And what I use them for is here as we're getting ready to start preparing our supers to put on hives here in the next couple of months, I'm gonna set this melting pot out by the Connex where we store our supers and frames. And as I go through them, any frames that, say, I've got a lot of them that I've put on hives, say like this past year, I put on hives in anticipation of getting them filled up before we had that huge long spell of rain every day, and it shut our honey flow down. Well, those extra supers sitting on top of those hives with no honey flow or anything going on, and all that brood, those strong hives full of brood, they are not able to get anything naturally. So when they're just sitting there in that hive with no flow coming in, you got those fresh wax frames sitting on top, they will strip wax off of those. And I've got a lot of those that they may still be in good enough shape to use, but I want to be sure that they're waxed real good, because that really pays big dividends when they are. So I'm going to set that melting pot out by the Connex, so as we pull those supers out, I'm just going to have a pot of melted wax there. I'm just going to dip the whole frames in, the ones that may need some extra wax. I'm just going to dip the whole frame in it, just for speed. I'm not going to take the time to try to paint it on or roll it on or anything like that. That does work. That's the best way to do it, and your wax will definitely go a lot further. But I don't have that much time. Really don't want to either. So that's the way I'm going to do. I'm going to set that pot out there, melt the wax, and dip frames in there, and get my frames all in good shape. So that's what I'm going to use my wax for. But that's the process I use. It works good. I'm sure I could fine tune it to make it flow better. One thing that I am going to do different is next year, or this year, as we're starting to spin out our supers, starting to extract honey. Those buckets of wax and wax cappings I've got so compacted in there. The biggest problem is getting that wax back out of the bucket. So for time's sake, I'm going to, as we empty out that capping tank, I'm going to just melt it down day by day. Just come over here and empty it into this pot and turn it on and let it melt down, and save us from collecting all these buckets of wax cappings and then having to spend days later, a few days down the road, trying to melt them all down. So it'd be a lot better way to do it. Thank you for watching.